I thought I understood Jude after 5 chapters. I was wrong. Hey guys, welcome to Next Chapter English. I am Anna and we're reading The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. Last chapter, Jude declared war over a salted lunch. This chapter, she stops the story entirely and tells us what she's been hiding. Let's go. The first time I read the opening line in this chapter, I actually stopped because she doesn't say, I forgot something, or I forgot to mention something. She says, I actually told the whole story wrong. That is a much bigger confession. 5 chapters in, she's telling us that she got it all wrong, or she told the whole story in the wrong way. 5 chapters in, and she's telling us that she's been leaving things out deliberately because she didn't want us to see them. And then she calls herself a coward. And it's her word, not mine. I actually paused here. That was very surprising. She tells us 3 things she should have told us from the very beginning. The first story really shocked me. She is 9 years old. One of the Maddox guards bites the tip of her ring finger off. And he pushes her hard enough that her head hits a wooden post. Then he makes her stand there while he chews the piece that he just bit off. When it's over, he tells her to keep it a secret because he'll eat the rest of her. So she does. She keeps it a secret for years. The second one is different. She's 11 now. She's hiding under the banquet table at a revel, her usual spot, when a bored member of Gentry drags her out by 1 foot. He doesn't know who she is. He compels her to drink fairy wine and dance. At first, it's a terrifying kind of fun. But when the fun wears off, and she still can't stop, it's terrifying. Princess Alowin finds her at the end, puking and crying, and hands her to Oriana like a misplaced jacket or something. Nobody asks her how she got that way. And then there is the third one, and that one really stayed with her. She's 14 now. Oriana's youngest son, Oak, glamours her. He doesn't understand why he shouldn't, and for hours she does what he asks her to do. Plays dolls, plays chase, slaps herself, which he finds very funny. When Tatterfell finds her, it takes everything in Jude not to strike the 4-year-old. And it took me until this third story to understand what they all had in common. The first story is about a guard, the second story is about a party, and the third story is about Oak, the little boy. Oak is 4 years old. He doesn't even understand what he's doing. And somehow that one upset me the most. Not because Oak is cruel. He isn't. It's because she is never actually safe. Even a child has power over her if she isn't careful. She never really gets to feel safe. I think that is what stayed with me. Then I got to this line, and for me that line changed a lot. Here is why I don't like these stories. They highlight that I'm vulnerable. That's actually surprising because you expect Jude to say, I hate these memories, they are awful. Instead, she says that she hates them because they make her feel vulnerable. That feels exactly like Jude. And I immediately started replaying the previous chapters in my head. Up until this point, I've been thinking that Jude is fearless. That is honestly how I'd been reading her. The way she looks Cardon in the eyes, when every instinct should be telling her to look away. After this chapter, I am not so sure anymore. Maybe I've been confusing survival with courage. The more I thought about those stories, the more they started to feel connected. In every single one of them, someone else gets to decide what happens to Jude. A god, a stranger, even Oak. And I think that's why this chapter stayed with me. She never really gets to feel safe. And then the last line of this chapter. Even if by some miracle I could be better than them, I will never be one of them. She could be braver. She could be stronger. She could beat every single one of them at their own game. And she will still be mortal. And she will still be the one who can be found in an unguarded moment. I think this chapter changes every chapter that came before it. I already know that when I reread the book, those chapters will feel different as well. Jude has spent 5 chapters building a very specific image of herself. Someone who doesn't flinch, someone who doesn't back down, someone who doesn't let anyone see her scared. And I bought it completely. But this chapter is her admitting that the image that she was trying to portray, she built on top of something else. Something she's been hiding since she was 9 years old. And here is the question I want to leave you with. After reading this chapter, does it change how you see everything Jude has done so far? The knife, the salt, the defiance. Remember defiance? Does it feel different now? Tell me below. I read every single one. Your free worksheet for chapter 6 is in the description, vocabulary and a question that I think will genuinely make you reconsider everything you've read so far. Download it, it's free. Next week, the summer tournament, and Jude finally gets her chance. Subscribe so you don't miss it, and see you guys then!